Venus retrograde ends tomorrow, y'all. Woo! Thank God. It's been a long 40 days. Venus stationed retrograde on March 1st, and the retrograde it ends tomorrow on April 12th. Now, Venus, when a planet is retrograde in general, it's a time to think. It's a time to be introspective. It's a time to plan. It's not necessarily a time to make moves. And even with a retrograde, it represents decisions. It represents things coming up from the past, and you might be rethinking whatever things that are associated with that particular planet. So being that Venus is the planet of love, relationships, money, beauty, everything you value and love and care about, this retrograde, this past 40 days could have been time that could have prompted you to think about some of those things. I saw a lot of people talking about breakups. I saw a lot of people talking about like changing things up aesthetically. I've seen a lot of people talking about new jobs and new money situations. And it's so interesting because tomorrow we have a full moon in Libra. And the full moon in general is the time of the month that represents endings. It represents time to let things go, to release. And Venus stations direct. Venus is the planet that rules Libra. The full moon is at 8:22 p.m. Venus stations direct at 9:01 p.m. So it's like, Venus is stationing, the full moon is happening. And I think it's super symbolic thinking about how this can be a really good time for if you need to release any toxic behaviors when it comes to your relationships, if you need to let go of somebody or something that is not necessarily productive for you anymore. Let's say you've been fucking up your money and you need to get more aligned and to get on track. You can use the energy of this full moon to kind of push you to do what you need to do to prioritize your finances and to get things back in order. Even thinking about Venus being your values, everything you love, care about, desire, if you have been doing things that have not been cohesive with what you are trying to do or what you are trying to accomplish, now it's time to realign yourself. So yeah, that's that. We can calm down a little bit. Now, we do still have the retrograde period. The post shadow period. I believe that the shadow is over on May 16th. But yeah, the shadow is over. The retrograde is over. Tomorrow we can relax. Venusian things can start to be a little easier, and now you can start to make decisions in those Venusian areas, because we always tell you when a planet is retrograde, don't necessarily do anything long term, don't necessarily make any like super significant decisions or anything like that. But again, now that the retrograde is over, you can push forward. And like I said, I really feel that this full moon energy is kind of going to boost that. So yes, follow me for more astrology content. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Patreon, Moon Ruled Mommy. And if you want to book a reading, if you want to know how these retrogrades or the full moon or anything is affecting you personally, moonruledmommy.com to book a reading.